This live stream brought to you by Richfield Life Ministries Church, with Sunday worship services at 8 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. with a Sunday school hour starting at 9:15. And by Slate Media Solutions, offering services in live stream production, commercial video production, social media management, and commercial drone videography.
Up next, race number 1. Stock 2 wheel drive buggy. D main.
That's still not going to work. Because we have stock two-wheel drive buggy, C main and B main back to back. We can't. That's. Can you bump 5 and 2? Switch 5 and 2. I can, but. Yeah. I'm trying to get these. Well, I got the C two-wheel drive. I can't have them back to back with the D main because they'll need time to. How many mod buggies do you have? Mod buggy 3. We have a D main, a C main, and a B main. I mean, if you wanna, you can change it around. We were having like 8. It was gonna be like 11, 11, and like 10 or something with the 2 bumps. But you can change it if you do what you think.
No, it looks good to me. You like it?
I like it. I was just trying to avoid like the buggies being back to back because they're the C main and the B main are like back to back, and I was trying to give them time so they had a turnaround, change batteries twice.
Yeah, I think you got that. Yeah.
them. You can put them anywhere. I was just trying to avoid back-to-back.
You don't? I don't mind it. Well, that's the only one that's Stalker. Really, that should go down here, and then Mod should go.
You want to put them in with the two Novice. That should avoid that back.
Thank you. All right, racers, heat sheets up, heat sheets up. Let's get racing, let's get racing. I need my stock two-wheel drive buggy drivers, stock two-wheel drive D-main. I need Mick, Freddie, Daniel, Jason, and Steve, please. Mick, Freddie, Daniel, Jason, and Steve. And then I need Weston to cone 1, Mason to cone 2, Scott to cone 3, Landon to 4, Hunter to 5, and Wally to 6, please. If you could make your way. Mick to 1, Freddie 2, Daniel 3, Jason 4, Steve 5. That's my grid. And then I need Weston to cone 1, please, Mason to cone 2, Scott to cone 3, Landon to 4, Hunter to 5, Walrus to 6.
We didn't get fired, so.
Great. All right. Do I got my racers? Do I got my marshals? Do I got my racers? Do I got my marshals? Oh, I see that. I see that, Isaac. I'll change it. I'll change that. I'm switching that right now. I got one back-to-back that shouldn't be. You're out. What happened? Do you want a vehicle? I can go grab mine. It's right in the truck. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm good. I don't mind. You can run it. Where's hang tight for me, Brandon. I'm gonna send her.
Where's Scott marshalling at?
Scott is on marshalling spot number 3, right over here. Right over here, buddy. All right, new heat sheets are up. Thanks for pointing out the back-to-back. Mike on the mic's going to be hanging those up for you. All right, I got everybody. Got my racers. Freddie's out. Top 2 are bumping.
Jason
Go ahead
Wade,
and take your lap. Drivers,
Daniel
go ahead and
Hunter.
take your lap.
Steve Walter, Mick Grenovold,
If you were out there and you needed the credit card, if you were out there and you needed the credit card, come pay me a visit. I'm at the computer stand. Feel free to come pay me a visit. All right. Once you have your lap, line up. Once you have your lap, line up. One is Mick. 2 is Daniel. Daniel, wiggle your wheels for him. 3 is Jason, and 4 is Steve. Help him out, Josh. Thank you so much, buddy. Mick is 1, Daniel 2, Jason 3, Steve 4. All right, racers. We're going racing at the sound of the tone. And you're off. Here they go. Thanks again for coming out to Richfield Raceway. Hope you guys had a good night. Sorry I missed you. I was down out in Grantville doing a wedding rehearsal. Got double header wedding weekend. Oh, help them out. Got crashes on the front stretch. Watch out, racers. Trouble on the long triple. There we go. The red one made it. I'll give it a minute here to shake out, and I will give you a rundown of what is who and who is what. Yeah. All right. If I have it right, there goes our leader, Daniel. Mick in second, Jason in third, and Steve right there on the heels fourth. I think the leader got it wrong. Oh, Steve catching pipe. Oh, leader getting it wrong on the back. There you go, white buggy. Thank you very much. That's good, honest racing. That's the way you do it. That was a smart move on the white buggy part. Oh, Steve. Oh, getting a friendly bounce. There goes Mick in the orange. He's your leader. Second place, Jason in the white. Third place, Daniel in the gray ride with black wheels. And Steve in the red ride, yellow wing, black wheels. Thank you, marshals. Good job. $250 remaining. $250 remaining. Thank you, Wally. Hey, no red hat tonight, Durst. What up with that? It's not the same. Okay. That's good. I'm just going to have to change him back to Wally tonight. No Durst. Wally Durst is for next week. Oh, no, actually next week. No, we don't got racing next week. Oh. Mick's still looking good out there in that orange ride, yellow wheels. Daniel trying to press hard. He's up in that
left.
2 spot now. Top two are bumping. Top two are bumping. Hey, Josh, can you get the first, second, third place stands set up? Are they already? They're already there. All right. All right. Next up, we are at a minute 40 on this one, but we got our next up is my mod two-wheel buggy class, mod two-wheel buggy B-main. Nick, Jumper, Billy, Jeff, Max, Justin, George. You're up next, everybody. It's Mick, Jason, Daniel, Steve, and Freddie out. Bummer. There you go, Mick playing it smart. Good move, good move. A minute remaining.
1 minute left.
Getting it wrong. You really got to land that double right to be able to hit that triple good. Uh-oh. Help him out, drivers. That's your leader. Hey, brother. How are you doing, man? How's your night going? Could be better. Could it be worse? Absolutely. Okay, all right. Well, then we're halfway there. What'd you get tonight? 2 classes, an extra 20. All right. All right. It's Mick, Jason, Daniel. Braden, you want to do pictures for me, buddy? Make sure to wipe the lens off then, too. As you cross the line, you'll be done.
Mick Grenoble
Mick
done.
taking it for the win, bumping up.
Jason Wade done.
Jason second, bumping up. So Mick and Jason bumping up. Let's see how it lands here with Steve and Daniel for the podium spot.
Steve Walter
There's
done.
Steve, there's Daniel.
All
Good
drivers are
run,
finished.
everybody.
Daniel
Mick,
Hunter
Jason,
done.
and Steve, I need you for pictures, please. Mick, Jason, and Steve, I need you for pictures. And I'm going to need a volunteer or two for marshaling, please. Smaller class here.
The race is completed.
Smaller heat. So if you wouldn't mind helping me out, if I could get 2 volunteers on 5 and 6, please. 5 and 6, please. Hey, brother. Good, how are you?
Up next, race number 2.
What's that?
Mod 2 wheel drive buggy.
Yes, I did.
B main.
Oh, I thought you already got it. I'm sorry. Yell at me next time. I was assuming that was already done. I'm sorry about that, Dan. Okay. All right, my son has my thing. If you just wait here a second, we'll get you. Okay. All right, I need Mick to 1. Freddie is out. Freddie, are you able to marshal? Do you mind marshaling that corner right there where you're at? You're on 2. Daniel to 3, please. Jason to 4, and Steve to 5. And then I need 6 and 7. If I could get volunteers on 6 and 7, please. I need volunteer marshals on 6 and 7, please. I got my racers. I need 2 marshals yet, please. 6 and 7. I got 1 on 6. I need 1 on 7 in the middle, please. If I could get 1 at 7 in the middle. All right, racers, go ahead and take your lap.
Jeff Bottiger.
Once you get to the
George
starting
Santa.
grid, please shut it down.
Nick Cummings. Justin Stacy. Max Perkins. Jumper. Billy Nee.
You have a tap to pay? It's particular.
Yeah, mine's also a pain in the butt too. All right.
Thanks, dude. All right, get them lined up. I need Nick on 1, Jumper 2, Billy 3, Jeff 4, Max 5, Justin 6, George 7. All right. How many did you run, bud? Just 1. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing good.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't leave without paying you.
Oh, no, thank you. I feel like I've been all over Kingdom Come. Yeah, it's a thing. All right. Racers, we're going racing at the sound of the tone in less than 5. Top 2 bumping up. This is, oh no, Jeff getting it wrong right off the bat. He's got time to recover. Plenty of time to recover, racers. Plenty of time. Thanks for doing that, Braden. Can you call this race? I'm going to go put this in the safe.
Your leader's crossing the front straight now, going through the middle section, already having quite the gap on the rest of the field. But Nick and Jumper are bumper to bumper. Oh, Jeremy taking out Nick. Oh, come on. He waited, all things are right. Billy Nye taking that top spot. Oh, Nick with an unfortunate crash. Jumper on the 17.3 last lap. That's a good lap right there. And he has put himself in the lead in second, wrecking Jumper with a semi-comfortable lead now. He just has to keep it clean. Jumper is that blue front, green rear, all white coming up on the backstretch now. Whoever he's coming up on, just give him some room. 1:45 in, 3:15 to go. Right now, Nick is trying to put together a drive to get into that second spot. I mean, he's already pretty much there. Billy Nye's got to defend that second position. Max Perkins getting in that second spot. Nice, Max. Right now there is about almost a four-way battle for that second spot. Going onto the back straight now, led by George. Oh, George. No, not George. Max throwing it over. Right now it's between Nick and Billy Nye going onto the front straight. Jumper's just getting all the room he could wish for. 2:30 in, 2:30 to go. Oh, I think George is pulling. Unfortunate.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes left. You heard her. 2 minutes left. Oh, George Sante back up. Billy Nye and Nick Cummins still super close for that second spot. Oh, Billy Nye flipping it over. .130 to go, 130 to go. Nick Cummings taking over that top spot. Oh, Jumper. Oh, he just single doubling it. He has a 12-second lead, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, Nick Cummings dropping way down to 5th. He's going to have to put together a...
1 minute left.
Not too... only about 3 seconds to get to that second spot. Right now, Max is trying to get in front of Jeff, and Jeff about 2 seconds behind Billy Nye for that bump. 45 seconds left, 45 seconds left. Oh, Jeremy getting caught in some traffic there. He slipped over, he's good. He's just running it safe. Nick Cummings up into that third spot. I can finish this race out if you want. Yeah. Nick Cummings cutting down 4 seconds on Billy Nye that lap. He's only going to have the rest of this lap to catch up. Billy Nye just has to keep it clean, and he will be able to get that bump spot. Nick is trying his hardest, but he's not going to quite get there. Billy Nye getting that bump spot. Nick Cummings getting that third. And Jumper has that first guaranteed. All right, for pictures, we need Jumper, Billy Nye, Nick. Jumper, Billy Nye, Nick.
All drivers are
for George. That is a race. Final order. Jumper, Billy Nye, Nick, Max, Jeff, George, Justin. Good race, guys. For the podium, Jumper, Billy Nye, Nick.
The race is completed.
All right, it's Jumper, Billy, and Nick. Top three. I need you for pictures. Jumper, Billy, and Nick for pictures, please. Oh, I can help you out in a second. My son took my phone that I need to help you to pay. Sorry about that. Okay. Tell them to put your $5 on my $5.
Up next, race number 3. Stock 2 WDSCTB main.
So it's 5 there. You have 5 in there. And you had 1 class? 4 classes? This is a tap to pay. Makes life so easy, bro. Thanks, man. Absolutely. Thanks for coming out. All right. All right. I need Nick to bucket 1, Jumper to bucket 2, Billy to bucket 3, Jeff to 4, Max to 5, Justin to 6, George to 7, please. So all drivers from that last race, I need you out there to marshal, please. Need you out there to marshal. Go ahead and take your lap, drivers. Go ahead and take your lap. Shut it down at the grid area. Shut it down at the
Matty
grid.
Yoder.
I
Chad
need
Leitzel.
Billy to
Lighting
3.
McCrash.
3 is up
Tim
here.
Messimer. Francesco
In the corner,
Vergolini.
5 is
Scott
under
Lennig.
the cross. Max
Derek
is going
Hurley.
there. George to 7. Thank you. All right. Lightning, you're going on 1.
I had to get this ready. I'm gonna do it.
You're fine. You're fine. If you need someone to cover, just let us know. All right. Lightning's on 1, Francesco 2, Derek 3, Matty 4, Tim 5, Chad 6, Scott 7, and Daniel 8. I'll give you a minute, Daniel, right? I think you were just marshaling, right, Daniel? Are you in this one? What is it? All right, racers. We're going racing at the sound of the tone in less than 4. Is it plexiglass one?
It was like etched with the Richfield logo.
Like that one there? Yeah, it's that big. It's the right size. I do have it. It's at my house.
Oh, that's fine. I was just not sure if it existed.
Yeah, it still exists.
I felt so bad. I got home like
Propped up in the corner. Yeah, I have it. Next time, just like if you know you're coming a time, just shoot me a message and I'll make sure to bring it.
yeah, this was like last second that it came, but
Yeah.
I will next time. I'm glad it still exists. But, yeah, this is a really good layout.
I like it too.
I like the
As far as for flat track, like on our summer bigger layouts that we've done, I like. But tonight we had to go small because upstairs isn't available. Because when we go big, that pit area all goes away.
I see what you're saying. So you actually use more of the floor? I've never
Yeah.
been here for one of those.
Oh, you haven't?
Should.
Yeah, the carpet gets bumped down an additional 8 feet, and we use the staging and.
So that's a whole other league.
Yeah, it's a whole other league. Yeah.
Deep. I like that.
My dream, like when the new gym.
Scott's counting.
Yeah, Scott's is counting.
No, it's not. Count. 48. I don't think that's right.
I can give it a lap. All right. It's Francesco, Tim, Scott, Derek, Matty, Lightning, Chad.
Can you do the thing where you hit like whatever the number is for that lap?
Yeah. I just try like there. I just like to add it to see if I can get it added in.
He says he doesn't know. It's something with his transponder in this car.
All right. It's Francesco, Scott. Now Scott out front. Then Francesco, Derek, Tim. There's almost no other more frustrating thing than that because it is hard to diagnose it. Well, yeah, and it's hard to catch.
2 minutes left.
Yeah, but honestly, like that's not inherently you as a race caller. That's it. It's a fine line. We'll put it that way.
It's kind of like their job to figure it out.
Yeah.
I sold it to an on-road guy who never had an issue. I think an off-road car is the
All right, it's Scott, Francesco, Tim, Lightning, Maddie, Derek, Chad. Did he have another one?
No, I think he just had longer. It was like 24 seconds. He had a 22 and
1 minute left.
I like the, last week we had 4 sections in for the tabletop, and this week we put 5. I like that better.
the flag is at least the stock bar. The short course still making no problem.
I think he missed another lap. What is going on that he's missing? It's that one right there. That one, it just caught him. He had back-to-back 40-second laps.
Scott Lennick done.
Scott,
Tim
you're
Messimer
done.
done.
Tim, you're done.
Francesco
Francesco,
Virgolini
you're
done.
done. Lightning, you're done.
Lighting McCrash done.
And Chad, you're done.
Chad Leitzel
I
done.
need
All
Scott,
drivers are finished.
Francesco, and Tim for
Matty Yoder
pictures,
done.
please.
Should I tell him that he's still skipping?
I need Scott, Francesco, and Tim for pictures, please.
The race is completed.
Scott, Francesco, and Tim for pictures. And then I will get my pictures. All right, drivers. Let's get this party started. Let's get this.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
Up
Race
next,
number 4.
race number
It's the
4.
Stock 2
Stock 2
C
wheel drive
main.
buggy.
It's Billy,
C main.
Jeff, Scott,
Jeff Bottiger,
Dan, Brandon,
Nick
Braden,
Greenwald,
Justin,
Dan
Nick,
Myers,
and Jason
Billy
Wade.
Scott Lennick.
Alrighty. Run it back to start finish line. To the starting grid, and then shut it down when you get to the starting
Justin
grid.
Stacy.
Shut it down, and we're starting
Jason
in the order
Wade.
I just read.
Braden Benner.
Then for my marshals, I'm going to need Lightning McCrash to bucket 1, Francesco Virgolini to bucket 2. I'm going to need Derek to 3, Maddie to 4, Tim to 5, Chad to 6, and then I'm going to need a volunteer for 7. Volunteer for 7. By the way, back on the starting grid, it is Billy, it's Jeff, it's Scott, Dan, Brandon, Braden, Justin, Mick, and Jason. Still looking for my marshals. I still need a marshal down here in bucket 5. You got that, sir? Thank you. Alrighty. Still need someone on bucket 6. Thank you. Alrighty. I got my marshals now. I just need to get my racers set up on their positions in the starting grid. Thank you. Marshals, drivers. Alrighty. Starting on the tone in less than 5. Alrighty. Through the first turn, somewhat even. A couple of guys crashing out. Marshall here. Backside. Thank you. Alrighty, who's going to lead to the start-finish line? It's Billy, then Dan, and then Braden. Who's going to come across 4th? It's Jeff, Justin, and Scott. Brandon in 7th. 8th is Jason. 9th, Mick. Back to the start-finish line. Dan leads Braden by just 0.2. Your leaders. It's a tight race here between Dan and Braden. Onto the back straightaway. Braden trying to see if he can make a move on the leader. Oh, he goes for it. Doesn't get it. They tangled up. Marshals, please. Thank you. Gets apart. Dan leading back to the start-finish line. A little bit of a gap now back to Braden. It's 1.6 seconds. Can Braden bring it back in after that unfortunate incident? Your leader, Dan, he's going on the back straightaway. Look out for him. He's in the all white, in the all blue, with the yellow tires. Then second, Braden, not far behind. They're coming into the front straightaway. Braden right behind Dan. He's in the double. Dan gets around Braden into first through this first small jump. Braden on the back straightaway, followed closely by Dan. Into the second kicker, onto the front. Braden holding the lead by 0.9 on Dan. Billy's back in third. Then it's Jeff, Scott, Brandon, Justin, Jason, Mick. Your leader, Braden. He's coming here back straightaway. He's on the tabletop. Followed closely. Dan, not far behind. 2 minutes down. There's 3 minutes left. See, this race should be a thriller. Braden successfully navigates turn one. He's building a bit of a lead now over Dan. Your leader, Braden, he's into the kicker. Then it's Dan second. Also into the kicker. He's got straightaway and a half lead. Something like probably 5 seconds at this point. Braden starting to build his lead a bit. Running a 17.6. That's fast. Dan an 18.1. He's going to have to shear off about a half second off of his laps if he's going to want to do anything. Even get close back to Braden. Halfway there in the C-Main stock two-wheel drive buggy. It's a good one. It's a good one. Braden navigating lap traffic. I didn't look up in time. I don't know how clean it was. In the back, he lands the platform. Interesting. Dan really trying to bring this back in close. Can feel it slipping from his grasp. The lead that is 2.9. Shaves a bit off. He's going to have to probably count on lap traffic. Marshall right here. This side of tabletop.
2 minutes left.
Ah, thank you. It is what it is. If you crash there, good luck getting back into it. Dan, your second place into turn one. A little bit out of it. 1 minute 40 to go. Braden still your leader. Coming on onto the front straightaway. Let's see what this time what the gap's going to be back to Dan. Dan just now onto the front straightaway. Braden's through the double already. That's a 5 second gap. Braden really trying to open this up with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Gets off of it in the triple, Braden does, but he brings back on. He's into the first kicker. He's still your leader, leading Dan. Dan has a little bit of a slow lap there, but that should be fine. Looks like he's holding on to second pretty good. 7 seconds between Dan and Billy for second. Braden really starting to stretch his lead now. Onto the back straightaway, just now. Dan's coming into the start-finish line. Braden back to the start-finish line, and it's Dan for second into the platform on the back. Braden has a little bit of a hiccup with the marshalling there, but that's fine. It is what it is. Braden to Dan, it's 10 seconds. $20 seconds to go, 20 seconds to go. Braden holds a 10-second lead on Dan, who's 10 seconds up on Billy for third. Remember, top two bump here. Five, 4 to... Will Dan even
Scott
get the
Leonard
last lap?
done.
No, you won't. Scott, you're done.
Jason Wade done.
Jason, you're
Justin
done.
Stacy done.
Justin, you're done.
Dan Myers done.
Dan, you're done.
Brandon Malinowski done.
Brandon, you're done.
Braden Benner
Brady,
done.
you're done. Just looking for Billy and Jeff.
Jeff Bottiger done.
Jeff, you're done. Just looking for Billy.
All drivers are finished.
Billy, you're done. That's
Billy,
everybody. I need Braden, Dan, and Billy. You are our
The race is
top three.
completed.
Braden, Dan, and Billy, top three. You're going to go get your pictures taken. Alrighty.
Up next,
up,
race number
race 5. It's the
Novice.
Novice, it's Speedy, it's Garrett, it's Kenzie, it's Grayson. This should be a thriller. Cheese. Nice. Alrighty, for my marshals, I'm going to need Billy on bucket 1. I'm going to need Jeff to 2, Scott to 3. Dan to 4, Brandon to 5, Braden to 6, and Justin to 7. That's Billy to 1, Jeff to 2, Scott to 3, Dan to 4, Brandon to 5, Braden to 6, and Justin to 7. Thank you.
Speedy.
Thanks to all my marshals tonight.
Grayson Fuller.
Yes, sir. This is Novice. Novice, A main. We're gonna need, once you get back, go to the starting grid, then shut it down, and we're gonna start Speedy number 1, Garrett 2, Kenzie 3, and Grayson 4. Speedy 1, Garrett 2, Kenzie, and Grayson. That's Speedy, Garrett, Kenzie, Grayson. Do, do, do.
Garrett Snyder. Kenzie Hostler.
Alrighty, race 6, you're going to be up next, just a reminder.
If I send the big jump, am I going to get kicked out? The big jump.
Can you help me push up? Do you guys have any clips? Oh, they just, it's broken.
Hey, you guys know where you're starting? Back over there. And then, wait, hold on, let's see. Speedy 1, Garrett 2, Kenzie 3, Grayson 4. So that's going to be, you mind showing them where 1, 2, 3, 4 is? Garrett, you're in 2. That's right up there, right beside the jump. Kenzie, you're in 3. That's right on the other side of the little kicker over there. Grayson's in 4. Right there, yep. Understood. All right. Speedy, you're good to go? Run over, start number 1. All righty. Speedy, can you get it there? Ready? All righty. I got my marshals. I got my drivers. You're going on the tone in less than 5 seconds. Less than 5. You can go. All righty. It's Speedy into turn 1. Leading. Garrett sending it as always. Oh, he holds the lead for a brief moment. Let's see how long that lasts. Speedy. Oh, it's a crash. First and second collide. Speedy wrecked him going around. He's in first right now. Garrett second. Kenzie third. And then Grayson driving here in the hither than yon. All right, Mod, 2-wheel drive buggy. A-Main, you're up next. Ian, Gavin, Don, Braden, Jason, Dan, Jumper, Billy, you're up next. Garrett onto the back straightaway. Lines it up and sends it all the way out again.
2 minutes left.
All right, drivers. We got Speedy, Garrett, Kenzie, and Grayson. Up next is Mod two-wheel buggy A-main up next. Mod two-wheel buggy A-main up next. So Mod two-wheel A-main, be ready next.
1 minute left.
All right, drivers. We got Speedy, Garrett, Kenzie, and Grayson.
Speedy done.
As you get to the start-finish line, you will be done. All
Garrett
right,
Snyder
Speedy's done. Garrett, you're done.
Kenzie
Kenzie,
Hostler
you're
done.
done. Braden, oh, you're up. Go ahead. You're up.
The race is completed.
That's a wrap, racers. That's a wrap. Speedy, Garrett, Kenzie for pictures, please.
Up
Speedy,
next,
Garrett, and
race
Kenzie.
number 6. Mod 2-wheel drive buggy. A-main.
Alrighty, race number 6, Mod
Dan
two-wheel
Myers.
drive buggy. It's the A-main. It's Ian Mays. It's Gavin Yoder. It's Don Hillard. It's Braden Benner. It's Jason Haas. It's Dan Myers. It's Jumper. And it's Billy Nye. That's your starting order for Mod two-wheel drive buggy. A-main.
Braden Benner.
Speaking of the A-main, I'm going to need some marshals. I'm going to need Speedy on 1. I'm going to need Garrett on 2. I need Kenzie on 3. And Grayson on 4. I'm also going to need
Ian Mays.
once you go around, bring it back to the starting grid, and then shut it down. So you can take your lap, go back to the starting grid, shut it down, and then get in your starting order. By the way,
Don
I'm going to
Hillard.
need
Billy
three volunteer marshals. I'm going to need somebody on
Jason
5.
Haas.
I got Pastor Aaron on 7,
Jumper.
and I'm going to need somebody on 6. So I need 5, and I need 6.
Gavin
Thank
Yoder.
you. Get back to the starting grid, shut it down, and we're going to be starting Ian, Gavin, Don, Braden, Jason, Dan, Jumper, and Billy. That's Ian, Gavin, Don, Braden, Jason, Dan, Jumper, and Billy.
Thank you. Lovely.
Bucket 3, I'm going to need Kenzie Hostler right over here in the corner, please. Thank you, Kenzie. Ian 1, Gavin 2, Don 3, Braden 4, Jason 5, Dan 6, Jumper 7, and Billy 8. Is that everybody? I still need a marshal on bucket 2. Bucket 6, he's on 1. Okay, you're on, thank you. 2, thanks. Here down in the corner, is there anybody here in the corner? You got that, thanks, man. Alrighty. Marshall's ready. Racers ready. Starting on the tone in less than 5. Alrighty. Ian through the start. Let's see if they can get a clean start here. So far, so good. No big crash. A little bit of a spin out there, but it's fine. Into that. Oh, we got one down. Going around. Gives Braden the chance to move up to the 3 spot. Who's going to lead coming back to start-finish line? It's Ian. And then it's Gavin. And then it's Braden. Braden 3, Jason 4, Dan 5, Jumper 6, Don falls to 7, and Billy, he's in 8. Your leader, it's Ian. He's in the white with the orange rims. Yellow rims. My bad. Crash right here. Thanks. Can I get some help? Thank you. That was Jumper involved in that incident. Ian, he's in the, as I was saying, white with the yellow. He's your leader going on after the back straightaway into the second kicker. Start-finish line now. That's Ian. He's your leader. Followed not far behind, Gavin Yoder. That's a 3-second gap. And then it's another, how many seconds? We'll see. 4.5, almost 5. Back to Dan. Jason 4, Don 5. 6 is Braden. 7 Jumper. And 8 is Billy. 1 minute and 20 seconds into this thing. Thank you, Aaron. Ian, still your leader. Gavin, he's in second. It's beginning to be a little bit of a shellacking here already. Building that 10-second lead to Gavin. Don, it's going to be a tight one here for second between Gavin and Don. Only 2 seconds apart. And then it's really tight. 3, 4, 5. Don, Dan, Jason. This should be a doozy. Gavin, he's in second in the yellow, in the orange with the yellow rims. Followed closely by Don. If I'm not mistaken, he's the white and green with the white rims. It appears to be so, yes. Gavin's really, Ian is just really walking away with this. He's up almost 11 seconds. Good grief. He just has to race cleanly for the next 3.5 minutes, and this thing's over. It's a real tight race here for second, though. Gavin to Don. Gap's now 1.8 seconds. Gavin. Oh, Don takes a little bit of a spill. That's going to make it interesting for third with Jason and Dan. Alrighty. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Your leader, Ian, he's just kind of walking away. It's a casual walk in the park. Putting down some fast laps. He's on the back straightaway. Now into the S, into the kicker. Back into the front straightaway in the white. Oh! Gavin goes down to the leg of Aaron. Accidents happen. Hopefully that doesn't affect his standings for Gavin. That would be tragic. Gavin to Don. Let's see what the gap is this time around. It is 8 seconds. It's Ian. He's walking away. Then it's 14 seconds back to Gavin. 8 back to Dan. Dan
2
and
minutes
Don,
left.
0.3 apart last time by. This could be interesting. Minute 45 to go. Ian, still your leader. Really working, trying to put him a lap down. See if he can lap the field. That would be wildly impressive. Piercy has. Or nearly. Wait, that wasn't. Oops.
1 minute left.
Wow. That's nice to get the spot back to Braden. Good show of sportsmanship there. 45 seconds remaining. $35 to go. It's Ian. And back to Gavin, Don, Dan, Braden, Jason, Billy, Jumper. Alrighty, that's 0. Race back to the line.
Dan Myers done.
Dan, you're done.
Ian Mays done.
Ian, you're done.
Gavin Yoder
Gavin,
done.
you're done.
Braden Benner done.
Braden, you're done.
Don Hillard done.
Don, you're done.
Billy Nee done.
Billy, you're done.
Jason Haas done.
Jason, you're done.
All drivers are finished.
Jumper, you're done.
Jumper
That's
done.
everybody.
The race is completed.
Final order, Ian, Gavin, Don, Dan, Braden, Jason, Billy, Jumper.
Up next, race number 7.
I apologize for any
Novice
confusion in
18
that last
plus.
race. I messed up some of the
Amen.
bodies and which car was whose. So if my announcing didn't
Sierra
make any
Hoffman.
sense, that's why. Alrighty. Like I said, Ian, Gavin, and Don, please report to get your photos. Or did that happen already?
Kurt Yoder. Briar Jamshin.
Ian, Gavin, and Don for your photos. And then for this novice 18 plus, it's going to be Sierra. It's going to be Steve. It's going to be Kurt, Scott, Brian, Josh,
Scott
Bree,
Knott.
Briar, and Greg.
Brian Alford.
What? That's 7. Bucket 6 up there on the edge. Alrighty. I'm going to need Eon on bucket 1, Gavin
Greg
Yoder to
Perkins.
bucket 2, Don to 3, Braden to 4, Jason on 5, Dan on 6, and Jumper there in the middle on 7. Thank you. Drivers, you can take your lap, then you get back to the start-finish line. I mean, to the starting grid. My bad. Shut it down. And then we're going to start Sierra, Steve, Kurt, Scott, Brian, Josh, Bree, Briar, and Greg. Get back to the starting
Free
grid.
Hurley.
Shut it down, and we'll line them up.
Steve Walter.
Alrighty. Don to bucket 3. Down here in the corner. All the way down here, Don. We're down over here. Thank you.
This live stream brought to you by Richfield Life Ministries Church, with Sunday worship services at 8 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. with a Sunday school hour starting at 9:15. And by Slate Media Solutions, offering services in live stream production, commercial video production, social media management, and commercial drone videography.
Alrighty. Ooh, one man now. That's Josh, I think. Sierra leads them to the start-finish line. Oh! Crash on the front straightaway. Woo! Big send. 3, 4, 5 into the first turn. Carnage again. 2, 3, 1, 2 involved. 3 maybe. It's impressive. Alrighty. Woo! Sierra into the triple. That was hard. followed by Steve, then Scott's third, Brian 4, Josh 5, Breyer 6, Greg 7, front's clear, Bree, and then Kurt. That rounds out your 1, 2, 3 through 9. Sierra coming back around. She's your leader through 2. Just barely. Center front. Clear. It's a battle here for first between, I think that's Steve and Sierra. See who comes out on top. Into the back tabletop. Sierra off to the side. Gets back on the track quick, though. Takes second back. It's Steve, Sierra, then milliseconds back to Scott. Looks like Sierra's back to 3. It's Steve. He's in the orange buggy. He's coming around back to the start-finish line right about now. Second is Scott. He's in the white truck. And then Sierra, she's running Weston's usual colors in the white and blue. Scott in a bit of an incident there. Sierra into it with Josh. That lets the fighting back there lets Steve get away with it a bit. He's up to first by good margin. Oh, into the triple hard. That'll let Scott get close for second. Oh, Sierra hard into him. It's Steve, it's Sierra, Breyer, Scott, Greg, Kurt, Bree, Brian, and Josh. Your order last time by. It's Steve, it's Breyer, it's Sierra. They're on it for first and second. Race for second. Heating up now. It's, oh, she gets into Breyer. Sarah back on track now. She's back to fourth. Flips another, man.
2 minutes left.
Part of somebody's car is gone. I think that's Josh's wing. I think that's Josh's wing. Yeah, it was Josh's wing, actually. 1 minute and 44 seconds to go. It's Steve, it's Breyer, it's Sierra, it's close, it's fun, it's chaos, it's madness, but it is fun. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? Are down into turn 1. It's Steve, it's Breyer, it's Scott and Sierra. Scott and Sierra still going at it.
1 minute left.
We got a minute left. "45 seconds, it's Steve, it's Breyer, it's Sierra, it's Scott, it's Bree, it's Kurt, Greg, Brian, and Josh rounding out your order. About 35 seconds to go. Steve, looks like you're walking away with this. Breyer, it's not particularly close for second either. Breyer and Sierra. Oh, Scott, stuck underneath the kicker. Back on track again. Steve Pat going by. 8-7. 5 seconds to go. Alrighty, next time to the line, you're done.
Sierra Hoffman
Sierra,
done.
you're done.
Josh Tittle done.
Josh, you're done.
Brian Alford done.
Brian
Breyer
and
Junction
Breyer, you're both done.
Scott Yount done.
Scott, you're done.
Bree
Bree, you're
Hurley
done. Kurt, you're done. Looking
Kurt
for
Yoder
Greg
done.
and Steve.
Steve Walter
Steve,
done.
you're done. Just looking for Greg yet.
All drivers are
Alrighty,
finished.
that's all for that race,
Greg
guys.
Perkins done. The race
Final
is
order.
completed.
Steve, Breyer, and Sierra, report down to get your pictures taken. That's your podium, the 1, 2, 3.
Up next, Race number 8.
Alrighty, race
Stock
number 8.
two-wheel drive buggy.
Stock two-wheel drive buggy B-main. It's Jumper, Owen, Blaze, Nick, Jason, Derek, Cooper, Braden, and Dan in that order. But first, I'm going to need my marshals. I'm going to need you out where I call you to. I'm going to need Sierra to bucket 1, Steve to 2. Looking for my 3. 3, Kurt. Scott to 4. Brian to 5, Josh to 6, and Bree to 7. Thank you.
Blaze Malinowski.
Blaze Malinowski. What a cool name. I wish I had a name as cool as that.
Dan Myers.
Alrighty. Once you get on, take a lap and get back to the starting grid. You're going to shut it
Cooper
down.
Taylor.
And then we're going to
Nick
start
Cummings.
Jumper, Owen, Blaze,
Owen
Nick,
Spigel.
Jason, Derek, Cooper, Braden, and Dan. That's Jumper 1, Owen 2,
Derek
Blaze
Hurley.
3, Nick 4,
Jumper.
Jason 5, Derek
Jason
6,
Haas.
Cooper 7, Braden 8, and Dan 9.
Braden Benner.
You're 8, so you're not marshaling because there is no 8. Jumper, you're starting on the pole. Yeah, they have enough marshals, I think. Actually, Breyer, can you go to 6? I don't think there's anyone there. Thank you. Alrighty. Is everyone set up? Who's there? Who is that? What starting position is that? Is that supposed to be Cooper? 8? Braden, move up. And then move up, Dan. Move up 1 spot. Perfect. Just wasn't supposed to be got there. Alrighty. I got my marshals. I got my drivers. Drivers, you're starting on in less than 5. Alrighty. Jumper, a little bit of a mistake going in the first corner. Gets taken by Owen for first. See how it shakes down a bit. Alrighty, it's Jumper and Owen separated by 3/10 back to the line. Jumper in your, what is that? Blue and green, white rim Technicolor. It's interesting. Owen second, he gets into it a bit with Braden. Interesting combination. Jumper, he's away with this one a bit. Followed by Owen, and Braden's up to 3rd already. He's really looking for that bump up spot. He wants his A main tonight. Let's see if he can get it. Jumper and Owen, though, are the people in position. Oh, Owen! Off the tabletop, does not land it cleanly. Braden, he's up into that bump up spot in 2nd. And it's 2 seconds back to Nick, 1-7 to Dan, 1-8 to Owen back from that. So it's tight now. Nice and close. Jumper starting to walk away with this a bit. He's just gone through the second double. And we got Braden coming around. He's in the double now. Jumper navigating lap traffic fine. Braden does it good. It's Jumper, Braden, Nick, Dan, Owen, Jason, Cooper, Blaze, Derek, your order. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Braden really looking. He's trying to run down Jumper. Jumper's up 4.1 on him. Jumper started on the pole for this race. Never really let it go. He let it go to Cooper for a bit there, but Braden really trying to put the pressure on him. He's gaining a good solid half second on him on most laps. This could get interesting coming up here in about 5 or 6 laps. As long as no one makes a mistake, though, it's still Jumper, followed by Braden. Braden now only back 3 seconds flat. Gained 0.6 that time around. This is going to get interesting, folks. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Oh, I think that's Braden, isn't it? Yeah, Braden upside down. He was really pushing on Jumper. Now Jumper's got a bit of a cushion back to Brado. 7 seconds. Now it's close to Nick. Braden's got to fend off Nick now for second. Upside down in the S-curve. Oh, that slows down Jumper a bit. That's not good. Braden holding on to second here. Coming back to the start-finish line. We'll see what the gap is. Over the double, into the triple. Braden leads Nick by only 0.4. This is impressive, and they're bringing it to
2
Jumper.
minutes left.
This could be a 4-way battle for first. People keep racing like they do. It's going to get interesting. Minute 50 to go. Jumper right away lands it cleanly. Followed closely. Braden's going to put the heat on him. This should be good. Good, boys. It's going to be good. It's Jumper. It's Braden. It's Nick. It's Dan. Your top 4. Jumper coming to start-finish line now. Now it's coming. Braden coming to the start-finish line. That's 1.6 seconds, then 0.6 back to Nick. This should be a 3-way race for the lead. Anyone makes a mistake, they could be out of it with only a minute and 20 seconds to go. Fighting hard for those bump-up spots. It's Jumper, followed not far behind. Braden and Nick start-finish line. That's Jumper, the Technicolor, whatever it is, then followed closely. Braden, he's in the yellow and orange, followed not far behind by the, what is that, neon green, neon yellowish of Nick.
1 minute
It's
left.
going to be good. There's a minute left. It's Jumper to the line first. It's Braden, 2.2 back. It's Nick, 0.8 back of Brado. It's separating a wee bit. Jumper, you just got to navigate lap traffic. Drive another 45 seconds of good lap times. But Braden, he's got Nick hunting him down for that last bump-up spot. This is going to be good. 37 seconds to go. Braden, is that only half a second on Nick? He could get first if Jumper makes a mistake. Jumper doesn't want to let that happen. Trying to drive clean here in the race 8. Stock 2-wheel drive buggy, B-main, 22 seconds. They're fighting hard. Jumper into the double. They're going to get one more lap. They're going to get this lap and one more to settle it. It's Jumper coming back around through the kicker into the double. Start-finish line. Jumper first. Follow closely. Braden for second. This is the last lap, folks. Jumper into the double. Followed very closely by Braden. Braden round into the kicker.
Cooper
It's
Taylor
only
done.
10, maybe 15
Dan
feet
Myers
into
done.
the tabletop. Jumper lands it cleanly. Jumper round to the kicker. He only needs to hold up Braden for another
Jason
half
Hoff
turn,
done.
and it's over,
Jumper
guys.
done.
That's Jumper.
Braden Bennett
He
done.
takes out Braden.
All drivers
Jumper,
are finished.
Braden, Nick, Dan,
Nick Cummings
Jason,
done.
Owen, Cooper. That's your final
The
order.
race is completed.
Jumper, Braden, and Nick, go down, get your pictures taken. Jumper and Braden, you're going to bump up. Congratulations. Jumper, Braden, and Nick, you're getting your pictures taken. This. Okay.
Up next, race number 9. Stock 4, wheel drive buggy. A main. Jason Wade. Daniel Hunter.
Is there anybody back to back?
Hunter Leitzel.
Nobody back to back, is there?
Jumper's back to back, so you're on 7, but Cooper's there, so you go somewhere else. Alrighty. For my marshals, I'm going to need Owen to 2, Blaze to 3, Nick on 4, Jason 5, Derek 6, and then I'm going to need Braden to whatever
Hilliard.
bucket I didn't say already. And it's in this race, it's Jumper, Matt, Isaac, Blaze,
Blaze
Hunter,
Malinowski.
Jason, and Daniel. You're starting in that order. Get up, get to your take your lap, get back to the starting grid, and then shut it down. And we're gonna start Jumper. We're gonna start Matt, Isaac, Blaze, Hunter, Jason, and Daniel in that order. I still need my marshals. Okay. Take it to the starting grid and shut it down, please. Thank you. I still need some marshals. I need bucket 1 marshal. Anybody on 2? Owen, you're on 2, right? Now you are. Yeah, you're on 1. I still need 4 and 3. 4 and 3. Any volunteers?
Jumper.
4 and 3. I need 2 marshals. We can keep going. What? Nothing? Okay. 4 and 3 here and here. Josh, do you want a marshal? Alrighty, that is Jumper, Matt, Isaac, Blaze, Hunter, Jason, Daniel. Are you marshaling 4 over there, sir? You got me on 4? Okay. Alrighty. I got my marshals. Drivers, you ready? Alrighty. Starting on the tone in less than 5. Jumper to start finish line. He keeps the lead. We'll see how we'll let this shake out a bit. Then I'll give you order. Give me a wee second. Alrighty. Jumper still your leader. Direct down here, though, in the first corner. We'll see if that gives it up. I haven't been paying attention, so I don't know. Who's still in lead? As of last time, it's a minute and 5 seconds into this thing. Blaze holding down third here. Jumper first. It's Jumper, followed by Matt, 2 seconds back. And then it's Blaze, Hunter, Jason, Daniel, and Isaac. It's beginning to be a bit of a 2-man race already. Jumper starting to run it up on Matt. Jumper and Matt starting to run it up on Blaze. There we go. Words are hard. Minute 40 seconds to go. Alrighty, just a reminder, race 10, stock 2-wheel drive short course. A Main, Mason, Weston, Gage, Landon, Owen, Walrus, Scott, and Francesco. You're up next. You got 3 minutes and 50 seconds till you got to be here. But you're up next. Be ready. Do some crazy good racing. Here in this race, though. 2 minutes, 20 seconds into it, it's Jumper, Matt, Blaze, Hunter, Jason, Daniel, and Isaac. Jumper, your leader, into the back straightaway, onto the tabletop. Three minutes down, 3 minutes to go. We're halfway there. It's Jumper. He's up almost 7 on Matt, who's up 20 on Blaze, Hunter, Jason, Daniel, the rest of your running order. Really, it's just Jumper and Matt still on the lead lap. 2-man race here. Oh, Jumper in a bit of trouble there. Can he recover? But that'll make it a little bit closer with Matt. Alrighty, it's still Jumper, still Matt, then Blaze, Hunter, Jason, and Daniel. minutes to go. 2
minutes left.
minutes to go. Alrighty. Minute 50. Minute 48 now. It's Jumper. He's up 6 on Matt, who's up 35 back to Blaze. 2 laps. 2 laps between Jumper and Matt. Jumper, Matt, and Blaze. Jumper and Matt, they're just walking away with this sucker a bit. Jumper, he's back, coming around to the start-finish line right about now. Matt, he's working, trying to put the heat back on him. Does a bit there. He's on back to, well, it's still 6 seconds. Minute 12 to go.
One minute left.
You heard the voice. There's a minute to go. That voice is not just in your heads. It's in real life, too. Scary how that works. 50 seconds to go. Alrighty. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. I'll call you out when you're done. Until then, keep on racing. You got this. Come on. Bring him around. Bring him around. That's triple zeros.
Jumper done.
Jumper, you're done.
Blaze Malinowski
Blaze, you're done.
Daniel Hunter done.
Daniel and Jason,
Wade
you're done. Hunter, you're
Lightful
done. Just looking for Matt.
All drivers are finished.
That's everybody.
Matt Williard
Thank
done.
you.
The race is completed.
Jumper, Matt and Blaze, go down, get your photos taken.
Up next, race number 10. Stock 2 WDSCTA main.
Alrighty, here we go. This one should be entertaining. It better be. I told them to make me wake up, so that's their job tonight. It's Mason, it's Weston, it's Gage, Landon, Owen, Walrus, Scott, and Francesco Vergolini. 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 Do I need to say it with an Italian accent? Francesco Vergolini. Yeah. Do you like the pizza? Okay. Alrighty. For my marshals, I'm going to need Jumper to 1, Matt to 2, Isaac to 3, Blaze to 4, Hunter to 5, Jason to 6, and Daniel to 7. Actually.
This live stream brought to you by Richfield Life Ministries Church, with Sunday worship services at 8 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. with a Sunday school hour starting at 9:15. And by Slate Media Solutions, offering services in live stream production, commercial video production, social media management, and commercial drone videography.
Durst.
You going to 4, Blaze? You're on 4?
Landon Clayton.
You on 2? Nathan. Nathan, are you still on 3? You got 3? Thank you. Alrighty, take a lap. Head back to the starting grid.
Gage
And then
one.
we're going to start. We're going to start
Francesco
Mason 1,
Vergolini.
Weston 2,
Scott
Gage
Leonard.
3, Landon
Owen
4,
Spriggle.
Owen 5, Walrus 6, Scott 7, and Francesco 8. I might have to stand up for this one. Or at least part of it. This should be good. Dish should be good. And I might have to sit down and add Scott's laps. Never mind. They should be marking now? I hope so. Because I might not be looking at it much. Be too in it. Reiner, that's Mason 1, Weston 2, Gage 3, Landon 4, Owen 5, Walrus 6, Scott 7, Francesco Vergolini 8. I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to mess that up really bad. Looks like we got a bit of a mess there. If you can fix that, that'd be lovely. Why does it do that? Why does it do that? Already? Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Starting on the tone in less than 5. Alrighty. It's Mason. He's coming to start finish line first, followed by Weston. Going through. Clean, clean, clean. So far, everyone's clean. I think that's Gage in third still. Mason, Weston. There's a little bit of a mess up there. Oh, wreck, crash. There's a turtle and a guy stuck into a ramp. Can you fix that as fast as possible, please? Thank you. They're back on track again. Mason, he leads it to the start finish line. Weston's in second. Who's coming third? Who is that, actually? That's Landon. My bad. Scott fourth. Francesco, Walrus, Gage, Owen, your order. Oh, hard into the takeoff. But it's still Mason and Weston. I told him to make it interesting. I told them to wake me up. So far, and they're not delivering that much. So let's see if they can make this close, make this tight, and make me interested. Walrus. How's Walrus doing? No, he's back to 7th. That's not good. Mason, Weston, they make it through the traffic. First turn. Through the kicker. 10 feet apart. On the back straightaway. Tabletop. Both landed cleanly. Now 5, maybe 7 feet. Back. Start finish line. Going through the double. Mason and Weston. Millimeters apart. Tight. Back. Into the double. Again. Taking the lead. Not taking. You got Mason, Weston, Landon, Scott, Gage, Francesco, Walrus, and Owen. Woo, Mason and Weston get into it there. 10 feet apart, back straightaway. Again, coming back around to the start finish, or through the kicker, into the double, the start finish line. A little bit of trouble high on this front straightaway. It's clear now. But Weston trailing Mason by that time around, it was only 0.2. Oh, Mason goes out. Weston, he's waiting on him a bit. Gonna make it fun. Gonna make it fun. Alrighty, Weston, he's leading Mason through the second little jump. Someone told me as a kicker. Thought it was sexist. Maybe it's a kick him. I don't know. Weston leading Mason. Not much. Weston, then Mason, Landon, Gage, Scott, Francesco, Walrus, and Owen. Did I miss something? Maybe I did. But Weston extending that lead over Mason just a bit. 3 minutes, 25 seconds to go. This is your A-main race number 10 of the stock two-wheel drive short course. Hard in the first triple, lands it though. Not really. You flip back upright. Weston's trying to run down Mason. Let's sit, watch, see if he does. Weston, Mason, they're making it close, coming back to the start-finish line, a little over halfway through this thing. Weston gets a little cleaner landing, a little better exit through turn 1. Mason, though, jumps a little farther on the back. We'll see if that helps him at all. They both land the triple cleanly that time around. They're basically just running identical lap times. It's impressive. It's insane. Mason making a move to the inside, denied by Weston, slammed door shut. Doesn't matter. Into the kicker, coming around start-finish line. Mason with the good use of lap traffic to make a pass. Oh, and lap traffic takes out Weston. Oh, no.
2 minutes left.
Now Mason got a bit more of a lead on Weston. We'll see if he can bring it back. Minute 52 to go. Race number 10, stock two-wheel drive short course. A-main. Mason has a little bit of lap traffic there to deal with. Handles it fine. We'll see, though. Does it affect him enough that Weston can get back into this thing? We shall see. We only have 1 minute 30 to go. So Mason's just got to run his lap, play his game, control what you can control. Don't worry about the rest. And it should work. Mason through the double, Your leader, leader Mason, blah, 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 blah. Onto the back straightaway. Weston now onto the back straightaway. See how this goes. Minute 10 to go.
One minute left.
I'm gonna try.
You got this. Alrighty. Mason Weston. Gap last time was 0.7, 1.7, 1.6 now. They're running basically identical laps, but Weston, bit of a crash there. That could be the end of the competitive portion of this race. 40 seconds to go. Mason's just got to run somewhat decent laps and not crash. No screw-ups, no slip-ups. Like I said earlier, control what you can control. Play your game. And that's all it's going to take for Mason to walk away with this. Still got 25 seconds, though. Anything can happen. Honestly, it's going to be this lap. And I think Mason might get... No, he's not. He's not going to get one more. No, it's not going to be one more lap for Mason. Oh, but he's into the first corner. Weston coming down. It's going to be close. Mason, Weston, not far apart. It's your 1-2 onto the back straightaway right now. Mason onto the back straightaway. Weston not far behind. Gage, Scott, you're done. Mason. Oh, does he hold on? Yes, he does. Mason, Weston, you're 1-2. Landon third. Gage, Scott, then Owen, Walrus, and Francesco Vergolini.
Walrus Durst done.
Good racing, guys. Mason, Weston, Landon, that's your podium. Go down, get your pictures taken.
Up next, race number 11.
Scott.
13.5 stadium truck.
Were your laps counting that time? Are you finished? You finished 5th. Okay. Good. Okay.
Blaze Malinowski.
Lovely. Alrighty. For my marshals, I'm going to need Mason Schaefer, Weston Hoffman. Mason on 1, Weston to 2, Gage to 3, Landon 4.
Cooper Taylor.
Owen 5, Walrus 6, and Scott on 7. Well, actually, I think Scott's leaving, so that's Francesco on 7. Francesco, you're on 7.
Aaron.
Mason, you're on 1. Weston to 2, Landon to 4, Gage to 3, Owen to 5, Walrus to 6. Right out here in the middle. That's Francesco's spot. Not any, oh, no, yeah, I thought he was going to sit on it. Never mind. You're good. Beautiful. Yes, sir. Alrighty, starting, we're going to have Blaze starting 1, Cooper 2, Scott 3, Ray 4, Daniel 5, and Aaron Benner 6th. I guess you're just permanent marshal on 3 now? Alrighty, I still need my marshals for 4, and my marshals on 5. That's going to be Landon and Owen. Owen on 5, Landon on 4. Thank you. 2 is Weston. Yup, you're right there. Yeah, fix it. Fix it, Weston. Thank you. Mason, you're on 1, right? Yep, you are. Okay, Blaze 1, Cooper 2, Scott 3, Ray 4, Daniel 5, Aaron 6. Is Daniel here? Daniel's not here. Okie dokie, guys. Marshals, ready? Drivers ready. Going on the tone in less than 5. Alrighty. Blaze holding it down through the start-finish line to start. Cooper in a little bit of trouble into turn 1. Alrighty. It's Blaze, it's Cooper, it's Scott, it's Aaron. That's your top 4. Ray's rounding out the 5. Alrighty. Looks like Scott's going to lead us back to the start-finish line. And then Blaze, then Cooper. They're only separated by about a second total. It's impressive here. This is going to be tight. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Blaze gets a little wide. Not the end of his hopes and dreams, though. He's bringing it back close to the rear of Cooper. And it's still Scott, Cooper, Blaze, your order again. Passing through. Aaron making it not that far behind for fourth. He can get in this thing. Not that hard. It's Cooper and then Blaze. What happened to Scott? There he comes. Scott and Aaron close together there for third. Oh, here, Marshall, please, Marshall. Thank you. That's Aaron. Aaron's back in it, and it's Cooper. It's Blaze. Now it's Blaze, Cooper. Blaze, Cooper, Scott. Your order, then Aaron, then Ray. Alrighty. Blaze, your leader, back to the start-finish line. Cooper, it's stretching the lead there for Blaze a bit. Almost to 3 seconds back to Cooper. Blaze, Cooper, Scott, Aaron, everyone's beginning to stretch out a bit. Ray's back in it. Cooper, Blaze. Blaze still in the lead by a good bit, though. Alrighty, 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to go. It's still Blaze, Cooper, Scott,
2
top
minutes
three,
left.
then Aaron, Ray. Aaron, he's fighting to get back onto the podium. He's down 10 to Scott. We'll see if he can get there. But Blaze and Cooper, I think, yeah, Cooper's not quite a lap up on Scott. But Blaze, Cooper, Scott, Aaron, and Ray. That's your top. Wow, that's everybody. That's 5. That's everybody. Minute 30 to go.
One minute left.
Marshall here on the tabletop, please. Thank you, Mason. Not Mason. Sorry, Weston. My brain's shutting down. I'm getting tired. That's fine. 40 seconds to go. Alrighty, Blaze, Cooper, Scott, Aaron, Ray. Blaze, he's up 12 on Cooper. 6 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3K. Next time by, you'll be done.
Scott Leonard
Scott,
done.
you're done.
Cooper Taylor done.
Cooper, you're done.
AA Ron done.
Ron, you're done. Just looking for Blaze and Ray.
Ray Smart done.
Well, Blaze, are you done? Oh, there he comes.
All drivers are finished.
That's everybody.
Blaze Malinowski done. The
Blaze,
race is
Cooper,
completed.
Scott, you're our top 3. Go down, get your photos
Up
taken.
next, race number 12.
Bask in the sunlight
Stock
a bit.
2, wheel drive buggy. A main.
Aaron, you're going to have to take those photos then. Because Burrito has to run. Alrighty, it's the big show. It's the big ting. It's the stock 2-wheel drive buggy. Amen. It's Ian. It's Gavin. 1, 2. Don and 3. Matt, Isaac, Gage, Gavin, Jumper, Braden. Cheese. Pachinga, that's the pictures. Good job. Alrighty. Can I get my marshals? I'm going to need Blaze to 1, Cooper to 2, Scott to 3, Ray to 4, Aaron to 5, and somebody for 6 and 7. Can I get some volunteers? Can I get some volunteers? Anybody want any volunteers? No. Any volunteers? Anybody?
You volunteer.
But I'm announcing.
So, get rowdy. It's the big race. It's the big class. The big.
Ah, yeah. I'm just. Heck no. No way. I would actually just break it in half.
The chassis would look like one of these Rams.
Yes, sir. Bent and out of shape. And made out of wood, I guess. Alrighty. Still need 3, 7, and that's it.
Ian Mace.
Alrighty. Who? Alrighty, take her up. Bring it back
Gavin
to the
Nickel.
starting grid, then
Gage
shut
Kelly.
it down. And then
Matt
we're going to
Williard.
start
Don Hiller.
Ian,
Braden
Gavin,
Benner.
Gavin Nipple,
Jumper.
Don, Matt,
Gavin Yoder.
Isaac, Gage, Gavin, Jumper, Braden. What do you want? Need help or something? Yeah, I wrecked Brittany. Good grief. Get good, bro. Alrighty, that's going to be Ian 1, Gavin Nipple 2, Don 3, Matt Willard 4, Gage 5, Gavin Yoder 6, Jumper 7, and Braden 8. Children. Where'd your car go, Braden? It disappeared. Move him up a spot. Move up a spot. Gavin, Jumper, and Braden. There's not. There should be tape there, I thought. Yep. Alrighty, you guys ready there? Are you still messing around? You in place now? You good? Good? Okay, Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. You're going on the tone in less than 5. Alrighty, Ian holding it down. Gavin, nobody crashed so far. Through turn 1, clean. Braden and Jumper still in the back. Oh, Jumper gets stuck in it, man. Oh, it is what it is, though. He's going to have some work to do if he wants to get anywhere close to sniffing placement. But it's Ian, it's Gavin Nipple, it's Don, it's Matt, Gavin Yoder, Braden Benner, then Gage and Jumper. We're back around. That's your 1 through 8. Ian's still your leader. Gavin Nipple making it interesting for first. Nipple tries something, doesn't land the first corner cleanly, though, so he's not going to work for that. Ian and Gavin, your 2 leaders going to the back straight away. Through the second kicker. Let's see, then it's Gavin Yoder and Don not far behind. My bad, not Gavin. Anyway, Ian and Gavin, you're 1-2. Gavin Nipple, that is. Mays. It's coming around in the back straightaway. He's got a, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 foot lead here on Gavin Nipple through the kicker onto the front straightaway. The double landed, triple clean for both. Not quite as clean into the turn one though for Gavin. He recovers. Going in through the S turn. Coming up on lap traffic. We see how they handle it. Mays gets sideways, barrels, gets a lucky bounce back on his feet. But that's all that Gavin needs. He's taking the lead. Let's see what the gap is back to Mays. It's 1.2, then back 2 to Matt. 4 minutes to go. Gavin trying to work his lead. Put up some fast laps, see what he can do with it. Ian's taken back over from Gavin. I missed what happened. Shouldn't have looked away, I guess. It's 0.7 between them with 3 minutes 30 to go. Ian and Gavin onto the front straightaway. It is tight. Matt's trying to make it a three-man show. He's got some work to do if he wants to, though. And it's a good gap back from Matt to Gavin. But then Gavin and Braden, they're making it fun for fourth. Ian and Gavin onto the back straightaway. Gavin Nipple, that is. My bad. I should just call them by their last names. Make life easier. On front straightaway, let's see if Nipple can make a move on Mays. He does not into the turn one. Going through the double. Into the kicker. Now around onto the back straightaway. Both land the table clean. Front's clear now. Mays and Nipple, you're 1-2 through the double. It's tight. It's close. Through the kicker. Into the back straightaway. Both, do they land? Yes, they do. Coming up on lap traffic. A little bit of a mess there. They both make it through cleanly. Nipple to Gavin, Nipple to Mays. It's only 0.1.
Two minutes left.
Alrighty, with 2 to go, it's Ian. It's Nipple. They're still running 1-2 the way they started this thing. Man, it's tight. Man, it's clean. Man, is it good. Mays and Gavin, minute 22 to go. Back to the front straightaway. Into the triple. Gavin Nipple tries something over the dome. Doesn't quite work. Doesn't pan out how I wanted it to be. Onto the back straightaway. Lands the table, both clean. Nipple right on Mays' tail. Got a minute 5 to go.
1 minute left.
Oh, touching there for first and second. Only 3 feet on the back straightaway. That's nothing. Oh! Mays down. Nipple passes him. Let's see if they can make it interesting still. Lap traffic. How does Nipple handle it? We'll see. Nipple goes by fine. And it's back to Mays. It's a bit of a gap. 12 seconds to go. That one mistake could really cost Mays. We'll see. Nipple brings him on the back straightaway. 4 seconds to go. He's not going to get another lap. No one is. Coming
Gage
back
Hurley
around.
done.
Gage, you're done.
Gavin Yoder done.
Gavin takes
Gavin
the
Nickel
win. Gavin
Don
Yoder,
Willard
you're
done.
done. Don, you're done.
Ian Mays done.
Mays, you're done.
Matt Williard
Willard,
done.
you're done. Braden, you're
Braden
done. Just
Benner
looking for
done.
Jumper. Jumper,
All
you're done.
drivers are
That's
finished.
everybody. Gavin,
Jumper
Ian,
done.
and Matt.
The race is completed.
Gavin Nipple, Ian, and Matt. That's your 1, 2, 3. Please go down. You'll get your pictures taken. Gavin with Yoder 4th. Don 5th. Braden 6th. Jumper 7th. And Gage Hurley 8th. That was certainly entertaining.
Up next, race number 13. Mod SC2 main.
Alrighty, it's Weston. It's Mason. It's Scott. It's Landon. It's Hunter. It's Walrus. It's Maddie. And it's Chad. That wasn't creepy at all. That wasn't creepy at all.
Matt Williard.
Walrus Durst.
Alrighty, for my marshals. For my...
Weston Hoffman man.
Jeez. Alrighty.
Whippet.
For my marshals, I'm going to need Mays to 1,
Landon
Nipple
Clayton.
to 2,
Scott
Hillard
Leonard.
to 3,
Hunter Leitzel.
Matt to 4,
Chad Leitzel.
5 is going to be Gage, 6 is going to be Gavin Yoder, and 7 is Jumper.
Matty Yoder.
Actually, never mind. Braden. Braden Banner. Go sit your butt down over there. I think so. Now you are. Just sit on a bucket. Weston, Mason, Scott, Landon, Hunter, Walrus, Matty, Chad. Take your lap. Get back to the... I don't know. Take your lap. Get back to the starting grid and shut it down. You're going to be starting Weston, Mason, Scott, Landon, Hunter, Walrus, Matty, Chad. Back to the starting grid. Shut it down. Start in that order. Alrighty. I'm still looking for a couple marshals. I think Mays is on 1. Thanks, man. I need a guy here on 7. Don, yeah, you're down the corner, down here. I just need somebody on 7. Somebody on bucket 7. Anybody? Any takers? Anybody want the honors of bucket 7 here? Owen? You want a marshal? Never mind. Alrighty, I still need 1 marshal here in bucket 7. And no, I'm not going to sit out and announce from out there. Although some people think I should. Announce and marshal? Last time I did that, I got hit in the back. I know. That hat makes a good target, not going to lie. Alrighty. Marshal's ready. Driver's ready. We're going to go on the tone in less than 5. Alrighty, it's the last race of the night. It's the mod short track. A-Main. It's Weston to the line first, followed by Mason, Scott, Landon, Hunter, Walrus, Matty, Chad. A little bit of a wreck here in the start. It is what it is. Getting out of it. It's looking like it's going to be another good battle. Weston and Mason. Scott trying to do something. Oh, he goes over. But it's Weston and Mason into turn 1. Somebody just sent it 2 feet past my head. Thank you for that. I think there's 2 cars, 2 of Weston's cars in this. See, I did do announcing and marshalling there. I'm fine. I've cleared my check for the day. It's fine. Alrighty. Weston, Mason, your leaders, they're going into the back straightaway, landing the platform jump. It's 5 minutes to go, 1 minute down. We'll see how this one shakes out. Should be good, should be interesting. Better be. I ordered a fun one. Hopefully, the drivers deliver. Should be good. Your leader, Weston, he's in the freshly painted blue and white. Still trying to figure out who's in the non-freshly painted blue and white. But then it's Mason, he's second. He's in the yellow, blue, and black with the yellow rims. Third, that's your boy Landon Clayton. He's in the all black with the black rear and white fronts. Man, Weston's fighting a reflection of himself there. Is that what punching yourself in the mirror looks like? Passing yourself? I don't know. But it's Weston, then back to Mason. A little bit of a gap opening up now. 4 minutes to go. Oh! And that's why you look behind you before you run out into traffic. Weston to the start-finish line. He's still your leader. Mason, that's a bit of a gap now. It's up to 5 seconds. 5.03 to be exact. Ah, I finally figured it out. I think that's Walrus running Weston's old car. Is that the one I nuked? Oh, Weston gets into it, opens the door for Mason to make it somewhat interesting again. We are halfway there. 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Carnage front straightaway. It's clear now, though, or should be, mostly. 2 minutes 50. Two minutes 30. Alrighty, 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes left.
It's Weston. He's over Mason this time by 2.4. Could be interesting with 1:45 to go. Let's see if he can put some heat on him. Second, it's Weston, Mason, Landon, Hunter, Scott, Walrus, Maddie, Chad. Thanks to whoever yelled that. Yeah. That's Weston, Mason, Landon, Hunter, Scott, Walrus, Maddie, and Chad. Minute and 10 seconds to go.
One minute left. Never mind, sorry. 13 seconds to go. I read that wrong. It's Weston, Mason, Landon, Scott, Hunter, Walrus, Maddie, and Chad. 2, 1. Next time, you'll be done. Walrus, you're done. Landon Clayton done.
Landon, you're done.
Weston Hoffman
Weston,
done.
you're done.
Whippet done.
Mason, you're done. Looking for Scott, Hunter,
Chad
Maddie,
Leitzel
and
done.
Chad. Chad, you're done. Scott, Hunter, and Maddie yet.
Scott Lennick done.
Scott, you're done. Maddie, you're
Yoder
done. Just looking for Hunter.
All drivers are finished.
Hunter, you're done. Final
Hunter
order.
Leitzel done.
Weston,
The race is
Mason,
completed.
Landon, Scott, Hunter, Walrus, Maddie, Chad. Weston, Mason, and Landon. You can get your pictures taken. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to all the marshaling that was done tonight. And thanks for the great exhibition of skill that was the driving tonight. Good night.
This live stream brought to you by Richfield Life Ministries Church, with Sunday worship services at 8 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. with a Sunday school hour starting at 9:15. And by Slate Media Solutions, offering services in live stream production, commercial video production, social media management, and commercial drone videography.